Well, good morning. Hello, YouTube. I know it's been a minute. It is Sunday, April the 24th. So, happy blessed Sunday to everyone. I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video. It has been quite the recovery. As I shared in my last video, they found a blood clot in my leg, and then it just kind of went from there. But hello, it's Tish. This will be just a quick update, of what's going on. I'm back at work. I've been back at work now a month. Started out the first week fairly slow, probably did about 30 hours that week, and then been going ever since. I will say this recovery has been no joke. It has been very hard. When I went to my last visit with my plastic surgeon, his assistant was like, "Yeah, it typically takes about three good months to really start feeling like yourself, because it's a very hard surgery." She said, "I didn't want to tell you that at first, but I typically tell the patients like 3 months, just give yourself 3 good months of rest." But she knew that I couldn't take that much time off from work. So I ended up taking 6 weeks off. I was going back week 4, then the blood clot happened, and that slowed me down. Then, I don't know if I said it in my last video or not, but I had been just really weak. My hemoglobin levels were really low. And so on March 25th, I actually had a iron infusion, and that really helped. And also I had a Lupron shot. So because I'm no longer taking the tamoxifen because of the blood clot, I have to switch courses. And I think I might have talked about this, I'm not sure. But because the tamoxifen um, can only be used with people who have active ovaries, which I do, and I can no longer take that. So now I have to switch to another type of AI medication for the hormone therapy. And so I've switched oncologists, and we have a different course of action. My previous oncologist slash hematologist was going to have me taking Lupron shots to suppress my ovaries until we could actually remove my ovaries, to begin taking the medication. And so I went and got a second opinion. I found another hematologist, really good. She's also an oncologist. And so she took a look at the skin where the blood clot was, saw the size of the blood clot. And she was like, "I think this should be dissolving itself. I want to run another scan in June." So I go back for another scan in June. And she said, due to my oncotype score and the percentage of reoccurrence that I had, which my oncotype score was 12 and my percent of reoccurrence was 3%, she felt like we could go ahead and move forward with removing the ovaries sooner than the other oncologist thought, because what the other oncologist was trying to do was rush to get me back on a type of medication. And she was like, the new oncologist was like, "Your oncotype score is low and your percent of reoccurrence is low, and so we don't need to rush the course to get you back on, because it's not a high probability that it can reoccur if you've been without the medication for a period of time. So let's make sure that the blood clot has dissolved. We'll try and remove your ovaries in July, August time frame, as opposed to at the end of the year, January time frame. You can refrain from getting the Lupron shots because they stop your period, they increase the hot flashes, they cause weight gain, they cause hair thinning or hair loss, they cause night sweats, and we just don't want to activate the menopause so quickly like that. Let's give your body time to heal. Let's give the swelling to go down in the stomach. Oh, let me just show you. So um, the swelling is still in my stomach. It's gone down, but I wear a binding on it. I still wear, I got my compression socks on. I do wear those daily for about 7, 8 hours out of the day. Because I do sit a lot at work and I have a lot of meetings, and so she just really wants me to be mindful of making sure blood clots do not come back. So I'm finding stylish ways to style the compression socks because I'm not playing with these blood clots. I do take the Xarelto. It's funny because I know that I have to be careful. I know that I have to be careful with, knives and cutting myself and all that. And the other week, I actually had removed an ingrown hair from my leg, and it had come to like a whitehead, so I popped it. And I did what I normally would do if that happens, and I just kind of put, a towel on it to wipe the little blood from it. And then I went back to brushing my teeth, getting myself ready. And then I happened to look down and I saw some droplets of blood on the floor. I was like, where did that come from? And I looked down and blood was running down my leg from the bump. And I was like, wow. And so I went and got a towel and I cleaned it up. And I kind of held the towel there. And then I removed the towel and it was still streaming. And so I held the towel again and it let up a little bit. So I went back to doing what I was doing and I looked down and it started back streaming down my leg. So I was like, man. And so I held it there again. And this was just from a little hair bump. And I held it there for a while again. Then I asked my husband to come and just go ahead and put a Band-Aid on my leg because the blood wasn't going to just kind of let up with, naturally how it would with a tiny bump that you might have. And that was, a real eye-opener that these blood thinners are not playing with me. So I haven't gone to the nail shop to get a pedicure or manicure because I always get nicked there and I don't want to take any chances. But I did find a nail technician here that does specialize in acute care, like for diabetic patients and things of that nature. And she really takes care of the toe and the nail, and she doesn't, cut the cuticles if she doesn't need to. She, really takes care in the nail and the foot itself. So I'm trying to get on her books. Her books just opened back up for June. She booked for April, booked for May. So I'm going to try and do that so I can, just get a pedicure, just to kind of take care of my feet. But I've been doing that myself and just kind of doing some things with my hands myself. But it can get serious. So you have to really be careful when you're on a blood thinner. And so it's just been an eye-opener this last month or so, or I guess the last time I spoke with you all was in February. So probably the last 6 weeks or so. But I've been doing good. The two medications that we're looking at are Femera and what is the other one? Arimidex. So I'm doing research on both, and basically what I found is they basically have the same type of side effects, the same type of the same type of properties of treating and suppressing any type of reoccurrence of cancer. But I'm doing my research. I go back to my new oncologist in June after I had the scan done, and she's going to have me do another, some more blood work to check my iron levels, and then we'll talk removing the ovaries. And then my plastic surgeon and I will talk the very last part of the surgery, which is the what they call the cleanup. And that's where they go in and they create the nipple and they clean up any other areas where it might have settled. So like right in here, it's really settled in, and so it's a little flatter than what it originally was. And so he'll probably go in and do some do some fat grafting in this area, he said. And then probably go in on the side where I had the two, well, the the two drains on each side. It kind of puckers a little bit, and so he'll probably kind of nip that in to take in those puckers. But for the most part, he says I'm healing very well. I went actually to Soma. Soma is a very good spot to go find bras for reconstructed breasts. I went there, I got fitted. The young lady was very helpful. She was like, these are the bras I typically show my ladies who have been through breast cancer and have reconstructed breasts. And so I have, and I should have brought one, but they're very soft. I'm between a size, she measured me, I'm between a size of CD. So I went from a 40J to a 38 CD. I'm losing weight, so I'll probably be smaller once it's all said and done. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I feel good. I still have a little bit of tenderness right here in this area. I do have weakness more in this arm, which is where the side where the cancer was, and which is where they removed the sentinel nodes. So I do still have not that much feeling under my arm. This is about as far as I can lift the arm without there being tension. Nicholas and I are actually doing some work to strengthen our shoulders because I'm trying to get him a little bit stronger for baseball. So what we've been doing is taking two baseballs and just kind of doing some arm exercises like that, or holding them to kind of build up our arm strength there. But this arm, not as weak as this one, but it's weak. So I'm just doing different exercises because I've been cleared to go ahead and start, I've been cleared by my plastic surgeon to go ahead and start lifting my arms as high as I can, picking up as heavy as I can without it being too uncomfortable for me. So I'm thinking that's about 15-20 pounds. I have difficulty going too high over my arm. This is as far as I can go here, which is good. This is about as far as I can go with this arm right now. So I'm working on that. My oncologist and hematologist said yes to exercise, but nothing that's going to cause any type of contusion or too much power, just until we know that the blood clot is gone. So no kickboxing right now, no real high hit type of training, just take it easy. So I've been walking, and I'm probably going to start doing more body weight exercises. That'll help, but I can't risk causing a contusion because then a hematoma will develop, and then that'll be a whole nother issue. So kickboxing and all of that is out for a while. She said for a while. Even after she clears me with the blood clot, it'll be still a no-go for a while. I still cannot travel more than 50 miles. So when I go back for the scan, we'll see if it's gone. Then I'm clear to travel longer than that. But right now, it's still nothing more than 50 miles. And let's see. My diet is what my diet is. I try to eat pretty decent through the week. On the weekends, forget it. Don't even try it. But for the most part, you know, my appetite is back. I'm still mindful of what I do eat, especially alcohol, because alcohol is a blood thinner. I'm on blood thinners. I don't try and consume too much alcohol at all. I had a small drink yesterday. That was it. That was the first drink I've had since my anniversary dinner, where we had some wine, and that was March 27th. So just getting ready. Just been staying busy with Nicholas and baseball and shuttling him around. So I'm back driving again, back, you know, doing my thing, back working. And so I feel good. And I'm just, you just don't know how blessed I am and how much grace that I feel has been given to me. So I'm just going to keep making these videos, keeping you updated. I'm not going to stay away as long as I did this last time, I was just wiped out. I mean, wiped out. My iron levels were in the trash. I was just out of here. And so, but I'm back. I'm feeling energized. You can tell by some of the organizing that I've done in my house and clean up that I that I have my energy levels back. So I'll be back with more videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with a friend, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.